Every day, thousands of freight trains wind their way across countries around the world, hauling everything from grain and coal to automobiles and cargo containers. Shipping by rail is one of the most efficient ways of getting goods from here to there. And it's been that way for over 100 years. But the complexity of getting a train to its destination on time at the lowest cost has always been a challenge. Train length and weight, track conditions, grade, even differences between drivers can all play a big part in the speed and efficiency of freight delivery. And then there's the constant state of change. A sudden thunderstorm can add tons of extra weight to a mile-long string of open coal cars. In uneven terrain, the lead locomotive on that same train could be cruising down a steep incline while the cars in back are struggling to climb it. And in between, a powerful slinky effect of stress that can produce enough force to break the train in half. It's all about applying the exact amount of power at the exact time to control speed without using the brakes, harnessing the train's momentum to minimize the amount of fuel being burned while avoiding the destructive forces that can cause damage, and to do it while staying on pace for an on-time arrival. It's not easy. The precise application of power is critical to maintaining a perfect speed profile over a route that could stretch for hundreds of miles. 3 locomotives can generate nearly 13,000 horsepower, but on a train weighing 20,000 tons, that's like powering a full-size car with the engine of a grass trimmer. You have to think very carefully about the hills and speed limits ahead, and you have to manage your momentum wisely. The smooth ride of a perfect trip can be almost impossible to achieve, even for the most experienced drivers. But the scientists at GE's Global Research Center have applied their brainpower to the challenge of giving freight trains a brain of their own. Trip Optimizer is an advanced system of software, sensors, and controls that uses technology to drive the limits of efficiency to new levels. It's like a smart cruise control for trains, expertly setting the best speed for each point along the route, looking ahead, analyzing a steady stream of data, and automatically making the right adjustments. Trip Optimizer starts by creating a mathematical model, a digital twin of the train and its trip, to predict the behavior of the locomotive and its cars along the way. It considers things like overall route, desired travel time, weight of the train, speed limits, changes in terrain. Trip Optimizer even reacts to changing conditions caused by the weather. Then, it calculates the best plan to complete the trip on time using the least amount of fuel and minimizing the coupling forces between cars. Leaving the yard, the system takes over and automatically drives the train according to the plan. Every 1/10 of a second, Trip Optimizer collects data from a complex network of computers and GPS systems, comparing real-time behavior against the digital twin model. If there's a variance between the two, things like speed, horsepower, weight, position on the track, the system sees it and reconfigures the twin to match, calculating a new best plan based on current conditions. Trip Optimizer is currently deployed on thousands of locomotives around the globe, including non-GE brands and models, and the results have been nothing short of amazing. In an industry where a 1% bump in efficiency can save 40 million gallons or more of fuel each year, in North America alone, Trip Optimizer is driving improvements up to 10%. Worldwide, that translates into billions of dollars in reduced fuel costs and hundreds of tons of emissions kept from entering the atmosphere. And it's just the beginning. Commercial aircraft models are being combined with route calculations to optimize the use of airspace, minimizing costly and annoying flight delays. And power plants are optimizing their output and revenues against maintenance needs and part life to be more profitable. It's all part of GE's mission to transform industries by connecting the physical and digital, sensing, predicting, and responding to make the world work better. And Trip Optimizer is one very good example of that mission in motion. All aboard.